legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice-water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams, the islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. God, I can't even speak already. Not a good start, folks. Hey, welcome back to the Weekly Prick. I am your host, Skylar Smith. This is episode 8, my first episode coming to you from the great state of Michigan, the majestic mitten, the dirty glove, whatever you want to call it. I'm here in beautiful, beautiful southeastern Michigan, enjoying the mild weather. It's a little more humid than I remember it being, but you know what? I'll take 85 and humid over 110 and slightly humid any day of the week. But I'm back. I'm excited. I was going to put this out for you guys yesterday. I didn't. Today's the 8th. Tuesday, September 8th, in the great year of our Lord, 2015. And I got to tell you, I was going to sit there and finish doing what I was doing and then drop this recording here and then put it up and whatever. But I happened to see a breaking news as I was flipping through the channels here trying to get some background noise for myself. What do I see? Oh, the whole Kim Davis fucking thing going on. Oh, for the love of God. Can we celebrate bigotry anymore? I swear to God, this is the revisiting of the 1960s issues going on right before us. Civil rights issues are huge right now, and it's a big problem. And then we got buffoons. Hold on. We got buffoons out there celebrating this woman. Mike Huckabee, former governor, celebrating this woman. And it's like, really? This fucking hillbilly broad didn't do shit but not do her job. That's it. She didn't do shit but not do her job. And she's got her fucking overall wearing husband or whoever he is standing aside of her looking great. You're going to go up in front of the nation and you're wearing overalls and a fucking straw hat. Could you personify the word redneck any fucking more, dude? You're from Kentucky, number one. Your wife looks like she's a fucking school bus driver or something. You're both wearing probably the nicest clothes you own. And you still look like complete white trash. And as a white person, that offends the fuck out of me because that's what every black person watching that thing goes, yeah, some white people right there. You know what I mean? That's the worst kind of white people. Let me be the first to say, I do not support or condone those types of white people. You all know how I feel about white people. I've made it very clear over the episodes. White people are fucking up. All right? And if you don't see that, then you are blinded by the white. All right? That's all I can tell you. They do a lot of good things, but really, they're fucking up on the majority, all right? Everybody knows this. Okay, but I just got to say again about this Kim Davis shit. This is really fucking national news. This woman should just be fired. There should be not another note about it. Granted, this is the only thing I'm going to agree with here, is that I don't feel that the Supreme Court should decide the law of the land for the states. I think that if a state doesn't want that type of law, then it's their right to vote against it. And if people don't like that, they can move to a state where their way of thinking is the majority. Okay? See, I get... God, this is where you get killed on having any kind of political opinion. I think gay marriage should be allowed. I think it's their right to be as miserable as everyone else. If they want to get married and sign away their rights and enter into a love contract and have a 50% chance of failure right out Jump Street, go for it. go for it. Lose your assets, you know what I mean? Ruin your life, adopt some kids, and ruin their lives too, you know what I mean? Because marriage is probably the most ridiculous enterprise one could think about doing. 100%. Your odds are better of surviving a shark attack than surviving marriage, all right? And so that's where I'm at with it. But I think by all means, everyone has the right, if that's what they want to do. And this woman being paraded out in front of us, who fucking should have been the mama that got thrown from the train back in the day, to be put on TV just to blubber in front of the fucking microphone for 5 minutes before she even says a fucking word, you know? I mean, come on. You only know about 30 of them. Just drop the best fucking 10 that you know, say thank you, and get the hell off the stage. I'm just tired of this shit, you know? All this fucking hoop-de-doo over fucking nothing, you know what I mean? This chick should have been fired for not doing her job or suspended or something. Brought somebody in there who's going to do what the law decided. See, but then I get in trouble because I just talking out of both sides of my mouth there. Then I don't like the Supreme Court to decide things, but this is something that I happen to agree with, so it's okay that they did. That's why it's fucked up. The precedent is not good. It's a bad precedent to set, and for that reason, I understand a guy like fucking Huckabee, fucking whatever his name is, former Arkansas governor, like, you know, you definitely racist in that position. It's like, what he's trying to say about the Supreme Court, I get it, and I agree with it to some extent, but equal rights is equal rights, no matter how you slice it, and everyone should have equal rights in this country. And I think even people are going to disagree with me on this. I think felons should still be allowed to vote, because if they have any faith in their own correction system, then these people have been rehabilitated, and they're as good as anybody else. So not giving felons the right to vote kind of just says, yeah, we have actually zero faith in our correction system. Is it actually rehabilitating people? Because it doesn't fucking happen. They just learn to be even more criminal on the inside in a lot of cases. Not everybody, but a lot of them. But, yeah, so Kim Davis, get the fuck off my television screen. You and your fucking oversized fucking redneck husband wearing goddamn Oshbagosh fucking overalls in front of the nation. You know what I mean? Huckabee had to take a fucking tie off just to seem like he's a regular guy to be up there. He's over there with the collar open and shit, you know, trying to, it's like, you know, that motherfucker wears a tie 9 to 5, 8 days a week. Fucking 9 days a week. He goes to church on Sunday, probably. A God-fearing man like that. No one talks about God that much in a fucking speech and doesn't go to church every Sunday. I'm just saying. Can you at least, like, put on a polo shirt or something, a pair of slacks? You got to really wear your overalls. Can't you even just wear your T-shirt on the outside of your overall bibs so it looks like you just have jeans on? Come on. No one's going to fucking take you seriously. You got out of jail, but you obviously changed out of the clothes you were in jail, Kim Davis, and you still look like a complete fucking slob. And you're a government representative, an elected person, county clerk. You must be good at fucking mathematics or something, you know what I mean? You must have a hell of a fucking bean counting skill if you're going to get put up there. I don't even know what the county clerk does. Apparently it issues marriage license, all right? So whoever this broad is, get her the fuck out of here. Nobody cares. Fire her from her job. Everyone should be allowed to get married. Yippee skippy doo, all right? It's not fucking real difficult here, okay? It's not difficult. God, man. It's always some goddamn fucking hillbilly trying to make a stink, too. Tell you what, the divide between the North and the South is still very much alive. When I was in Nashville, you know, I stopped. Well, I wasn't in. I was just outside of it, whatever. I was out there, Spring Hill or some shit. And we're going to play a round of disc golf. We stop into a grocery store. Well, a corner store or something. You know how they are down there. They don't really have grocery stores. It's all some fucking guy named Gil owns the whole fucking little section of town that sells the fruits, vegetables, gas, fucking hardware, all that shit. You know, so we stop over at old Gilly's, you know, and I want to get some jerky and some other shit. And they got some discs for sale. We're going to play a little disc golf at a place called Smyrna. And we're in there kind of talking with the people, chatting it up, or something comes up about, where are you guys from? You don't sound like you're from around here. Well, no, I don't. I'm coming here from Texas, but I'm originally from Michigan. And he's like, oh, you're a Yankee. You need to go back to Michigan. I was like, you fucking old bastard. Some fucking 80-year-old dude. Just a prick to me because of where I come from. It's like, yeah, I am going to go back. And you know what? You should definitely stay the fuck down here with the rest of your inbred kinfolk, you fuck. Stupid old man. I was trying to be nice to him. Last time I tried to be nice to some geriatric bastard in the middle of a southern fucking corner store. Jesus, I swear, you know. Sorry. I'm just tired of the South, all right? I was living down in Texas for 2.5 years, and what a bunch of dolts they are on average. Of course, there's some smart people there. Bunch of fucking dolts on average. You know what I mean? A lot of good people there, though. That's what I'll say. They're not the smartest bunch, but they're good people overall. But anything north of Dallas, where I was living in Austin, was considered a fucking Yankee, all right? And I got to admit, I think of the South the same way. Anything south of the Michigan line there, I mean, you know, getting to Ohio, you're fucking hillbillies. You know what I you know what I mean? You're under that line, and you're a fucking hillbilly. That's just the way it goes. But I'm just kidding, of course. I don't really think that about everybody. I hate to paint with a broad brush, but when you got idiots paraded on television like this Kim Davis chick and fucking Huckabee, how am I supposed to even have any amount of dignity left as a white person? You know what I mean? I just know that I separate myself from that as much as I can, saying I'm not like them. Don't fucking box me in with those people, please, because I will kill my way out if I get put in a box with them. I swear to God. Don't put me in there. I don't want nothing to do with it. Southern white people have been making white people look really fucking bad ever since this country came into fucking place. So let's just all take a moment and think about that and veto the fuck out of Kim Davis if that's something that's even possible. Send hate mail to the fucking county clerk there in Kentucky. I don't know what the name of the little BF town is, but send your hate mail there. Get this chick out of office. Let's be rational humans and allow everybody to get married, okay? It's not that big a deal. The sanctity of marriage. Oh, your 50% failure rate that's sanctified. Get the fuck out of here. Like, marriage is something that's even great. All you people getting married out there, you're fooling yourself. You're following the lemmings off of the cliff. You know, if you did it because you had a kid and you think that's a better relationship or a better household for a child to grow up in, okay. That's doing it for a reason that makes sense to try to better somebody's life, all right? If you feel like that's going to be a more balanced atmosphere for the kid, do that. But some couples shouldn't stay together because they're fucking volatile. That's how you end up with dad becoming a drunk, beating the shit out of mom. You know what I mean? It's because two people stayed together that should never fucking be together. And a lot of times it happens over the kids. So I'm just saying, marriage is fucked, and you enter in a contract with the state over your emotions and a woman's emotions? Men have emotional problems too, but women, self-admittedly, are emotional fucking disasters. Train wrecks. 9 out of 10 times. You get the occasional chick. Oh my God. There are people. You get the occasional woman who just doesn't have that in her makeup, isn't a highly emotional person. But those are the exceptions that prove the rule. You know? Let's just be reasonable, okay? Like this woman, Kim Davis, she was going on an emotion-based thing. If she was logical, she'd been like, all right, this is my job. These people have as much right to this. But no, she's going based on some weird, crazy religious emotion that's invoked in her that taught her to hate gay people and probably black people, too, from a very young age, let alone a gay black person. You know what I mean? This woman is a bigot. She has no right to be there. I'm sorry, I keep going back to it, but it pisses me off. All right, you're making everybody look bad. Shut the fuck up. Go back to your fucking trailer. And moving on. It's good to be here, folks, and I love you all for listening. Thank you for listening to my fucking rants. And, you know, it's very commonplace now for everybody to get on and bitch about things. So I understand that my little opinion is so small and so muted compared to the mass majority opinion. That it's really remarkable that anybody even takes the time to listen. So I really appreciate you guys that are listening. And I'm sorry, Kim Davis, that you're a stupid bitch and you were poorly raised. It's really your parents' fault and probably their parents and probably your whole fucked up genetic line all the way back to the fucking swamp that the first amoeba that created the Davis line crawled out of, okay? I'm sorry that you even have to exist in a world where people are more focused on the greater good than on ancient barbaric allegory, okay? That's all I got to say. So go fuck yourself, Kim Davis. I love you. It's yeah, well, I'm happy to be back here in Michigan. Believe it or not. You know, you get around your friends and your family again, you fall right back into the feeling of community that you had once before, you know, and they just really remind you of where you come from, who you are, what shaped you as a human. And it's good to be surrounded by those people again. It really is. I honestly, I couldn't even be happier to just be back around, you know. Obviously, I've only been here for a little while, so, you know, the new car smell might wear off. But really, overall, I just feel good to be around people that care about me and that, you know, are supportive of what I'm trying to do with myself here, you know. Not that the people in Texas weren't, but I just didn't know anybody. You can't just have, like, 2 people that you hang out with. You start to get a little fucking loopy, all right? You start to, you know, you got to diversify. Up here, I have a very diverse group of people that I know that I can engage with. And to me, that's more fulfilling than talking to the same 2 people about the same 2 things all the fucking time. Not that those 2 people are somehow invalid, you know, because they're totally valid, but I need more than that, I suppose. That makes me sound like a prick, then it makes me sound like a prick. After all, this is the weekly prick, and I don't give a fuck. It's all about honesty, folks. I'm just trying to be honest. But yeah, since I've been here, things have been pretty good, you know, hanging out, doing some stuff, getting reacclimated, getting geared up for this kayak trip I'm taking down the Au Sable River. If anybody outside of Michigan probably has no clue where that's at, it's in the northern part of the state, out of Mayo, Michigan, pretty much going down 140 miles or something like that to Lake Huron. So it'll be a nice little trip. Me and 4 of my best friends going out there, just gonna camp and kayak pretty much all day, and it's gonna be a blast just to be out on the water again. The river, you know, lakes are great. But the problem with lakes is just there's too much of them. You know what I mean? The river, you got a nice little current. You can just kind of float down. You got shore on either side, trees surrounding you. It's cool. It's being like on a little water roller coaster, you know? I dig it. But I got a great group of friends that I'm going with, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be solid. And if anybody knows of what the fuck I'm talking about up there on the Au Sable, I got a question for you. The salmon are running right now, from what I understand. But I've also heard that there is like a disease with a lot of the native fish. Is that true? Because this is what they're saying online, the DNR or whoever, is that the native fish have some kind of weird sickness right now, and not to fish or eat them. Or if you do fish them, then just catch and release. So they recommend fishing the salmon, but what's wrong with the fish? How come all the native fish are diseased? And if so, what's being done about it? And if nothing, then why the fuck are they just all floating around okay then? So if anybody has any more information about that, or what is it safe to eat them? Because we're kind of feeling like it's just them being precautionary, and that the fish will probably be fine, and that the diseased fish are really less than it seems. But I'd kind of like to know about that before I just start pulling fucking panfish out and frying them up, you know? I don't want to get some kind of weird fucking Asian fish flu or something, whatever it is. I don't need that in my life, man. I got enough shit going on. So, yeah, if anybody knows anything about that here in northern Michigan, just let me know. Let your boy know. Hit me up. Give me a ring. Send me an email. theweeklyprick@skylarwho.com. And I read them all. Every single email that I have gotten from anybody has been read. There's just not been very many. So please let me know what you think over there in France and the UK. You guys are solid for me. I love you for it. You know what I mean? I'm coming over to Europe again probably next year. Probably next September. I'm going on a trip. My stepmother, she's going to be 70 this year. She's probably pissed at me for saying that, but she is. And that's that's a milestone right there. 70 years old. Her and my dad have been married for quite a long time, about 24 years or something like that. So she wants to be in Ireland in a pub having a Guinness. She's Irish for sure. So she wants to be in Ireland having a Guinness in a pub for her birthday. That's her goal this year. It's going to happen. She's got family in England. She's got family in Ireland. I took the trip over there when I was in the 4th grade and went to Ireland, England, Wales, etc., etc., etc. Went over there. It's fucking great. They gave me like some Guinness, probably with some milk in it or something. They let me drink in the pub. Everybody was singing in the pub. This is in Ireland. And it was just outstanding. England was really cool, too. We went to Manchester. That's where we flew in at. I can't really remember. Hold on. Can't really remember where we stayed, if it was in Manchester or not. But it was cool. It was just like in the 1980s or something, even though it was almost the 80s when I was there. It just seemed like it was like 10 or 15 years behind what I had just been in the United States at that age. But really, it was just different. It was all the same. Just everything had a different look to it. It was cool. But yeah, so she wants to be in Ireland on her birthday, 70 years old, in a pub, having Guinness. I wasn't really old enough to go out and experience the pub scene in Ireland. Plus, there was like civil war going on there when we went, you know. So Dublin was kind of like a hot spot, and that's where I would like to go, is to Dublin, just to see what's going on out there. But yeah, she also, if we can somehow talk my dad into going, who the man never likes to, he doesn't even like to leave the house if he can avoid it. He also went back in the day, and he was clammy as fuck on that plane ride. I tell you what, over the Atlantic Ocean at night, he was shitting his pants. Me, I was like, wow, look at it. I thought it was great, but he was like, he understood the consequences of it. I was too young to really know that I could die at any moment. But he knew if the plane went down, there was no landing on land. We were over the ocean, and we would be in the water. And that he overthinks everything, so it terrified him, I'm sure. But we want to get him to go, and then we're going to come over. If he goes, we're going to France, and we're going to go check out Normandy and Versailles, and just go. He's a history buff, even way more than myself. I wish that I could even claim to be. I'm like a history, wimp. I know more than most people, but I'm not a heavy lifter like he is. He studied the world wars and that history his entire life. He loves it. He knows it all. He loves it in the fact that he enjoys the knowledge of history and knowing how things happen and why they've happened over time. And to come see some of these historic places for him would just be fucking amazing. I know he'd love it. And she knows he'd love it too. So we're really going to try to twist his arm into going. I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you want to go, right? Fucking awesome. So if we're over there in France, I'll let you guys know. En France, Argenté, Monsieur. I got nothing, man. I'll have to buff up on that because I don't want to sound like a fucking dumb American. Like, Argenté, Monsieur, en français, anglais là. I don't fucking know any of it. But I tell you what, it's a beautiful language, and if I could learn to speak it, it would probably help me out with the ladies, if you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, any French tips for me too? Send those my way. Give me a year to buff up on that shit, so I don't go over there just make an ass of myself. I got a question for France. You guys got medical marijuana over there? You got legal weed in France? How does that work in Europe? I don't know what countries have it, which countries don't. Do none of them have it? I know Amsterdam is like touted as that, but don't other countries, haven't they gotten on the medical marijuana train by now? Fuck's going on with that? We don't ever hear about that over here. I need to know what's going on in Europe with the medical marijuana or just recreational marijuana. So people let me know. I'm asking you for help here. I can't find anything in the news about it over here. It's like I know I could look a little harder, but I got a lot of stuff to do. So if you just know off the top of your head, send me a fucking email at theweeklyprick at SkylarWho, SkylarWho.com. Pretty easy. Go there, add us on iTunes, The Weekly Pricks on iTunes. Hook us up, man. Give us a rating. Give us a vote. We're brand new. We're trying to make a splash here, so hook me up. Give me a good rating or something if you enjoyed the show. I don't ask you to pay for it. All I ask, maybe you subscribe and give us a good rating on iTunes. That would be great. The fact that you're even listening at all is awesome, and that's all I can really ever truly want from you. Because, what the fuck? I'm just a fucking schmo. I'm just in here fucking blah, 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 What am I really doing, huh? I'm not curing cancer here. I'm talking shit. So, yeah, let me know about the medical weed over there, man. We got it over here, and I tell you what, it's going pretty well. I got to get my my card here, my medical marijuana card, because I have several ailments, including anxiety. I got some, back problems. I got some fucking, I got a bad toe and some other shit too, right? So I'm going to go get my my license here and start growing my own stash. Be legal about it, you know what I mean? That's what I want. I just want to follow the law. That's why I'm talking about going to Colorado. I don't want to feel like I'm a criminal just for having some plants. All right? I want to go to the letter of the law as much as I can because I understand the need for laws, all right? So I feel like a criminal for having a plant. I don't like that. Just for my own peace of mind. Fuck it. I'll go over there. It's all legal. And I'm good. So what's overseas like? If I'm going to get out of the United States ever, I'd like to kind of know where the best spot to land is out there. I know Germany's dope. I've always wanted to go there to see where my forebears came from and see the rolling hills of Germany. I just made that up, I think. Do they got I wonder what their national anthem is. Probably like Ich bin euch like Nicanor. I don't fucking know. Probably one of the songs from The Sounds of Music or some shit. Who knows? But yeah, I'd love to go on a real European tour. Not Asian though. I don't want to go to Asia, except to maybe Japan because I'm just scared over there. Scared there. I'm scared in the Middle East. China scares me. I'm gonna get fucking thrown in some dungeon somewhere and fed raw sewage. I don't fucking know. I don't want it. As I tell you, I don't want it. But I do want to go to Europe. So tell me where the best spots to go are. Anything I'd be missing if I went and didn't go there in Ireland. Because Ireland, I tell you what, is fucking awesome. I've seen the cliffs. I've seen some castles over there. It's all fucking cool. But I need to know, if I go to Dublin, I want to know the best spot to go. Her family's in County Mayo, I believe is how you say it. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. County Mayo, the Walshes, you probably know them. They wrote about us in the paper when we came down the first time. That's how the small little town was. It was like, oh, people are coming from America. We're going to put a fucking thing in the paper about it because everybody knows the people are coming to visit, and we're family members, cousins, or whatever of them. So they wrote a whole little write-up in the paper for us. It was awesome, man. It made you feel like you were kind of cool or something. But the people over there are just fucking fantastic people all around. I tell you what, if I could live, I would consider living in Ireland for sure. I would live there because everybody there is nice, and the girls, man. Something about those Irish girls. I tell you what, I would eat cabbage and potatoes for the rest of my fucking life to marry a good Irish chick. I tell you what. I don't ever even plan on getting married, but I would marry an Irish chick and a Cuban girl. Those are the only two. No, American girls need not apply because you're too fucking stuck up. No, I know it's not true. There's a lot of good girls out there everywhere, worldwide. But, little ginger action here and there. It'd be cool to get like what's her name? Yeah, Grace from the Peaky Blinders. Oh, man. Auga. Hubba, hubba. Let me just throw every 50s related. Look at the gams on that broad. Let me throw every 50s fucking thing in there. Anyway, France, I'll see you guys soon. Ireland, I'll see you guys soon. UK, I'll see you soon too. I'm coming over there. Maybe I'll do a couple of shows. Maybe I'll go out and hit some comedy shows just to get your eardrums wet a little bit over there. Because I need to get on that a little bit more. Get some more stage time, I'm just fucking in this transitional thing here, and I'm lazy, and none of it goes together well. I'm working more on my writing, which is good, but, you know, it's a work in progress, all right? All right? I just got to get out of my own way, okay? Beautiful. Fucking the airplanes, though, I got to tell you. American Airlines, that's where I flew. You know, I booked all my tickets through them this time. And they were pretty legit. You know, the planes were kind of dinky, all right? But they seemed to be fairly modern. You know, they didn't look shady, you know, when you got on them. And yeah, even the one, the bigger plane I took, they had like these little fold-down TVs that did the announcements. They didn't have the crew out there doing the standard buckle your seatbelt in, exits are here, flotation device shit. They just had it on a little monitor, came down, fucking audio recording came over the thing. It was cool, showed you it all on there. I feel like if they had those monitors, they only used them to tell you to put your seatbelts on. It shows kind of a waste. Like, they could have fucking thrown a movie on. They could have thrown a TV show on. Oh, fuck, they did have NBC on. That's right. They had some weird show I'd never seen on NBC playing. So I didn't watch it. I was playing on my fucking computer, fucking around listening to music, because I got to distract myself on a flight. Because if I start thinking about all the assholes that I'm breathing in and fucking, you know, the fetid breath of fucking tobacco chewing, fucking camouflage wearing, fucking redneck, I get a little sick to my stomach, and I get a little nervous and a little nauseous. So I distract myself like a motherfucker on the plane. But they had cocktails, which was good. They didn't really have any snacks. Whatever happened to giving people like peanuts or something for free? Just handing them out. Like, you come in there, the peanuts were already waiting on your fucking tray. You know what I mean? You walk in, you finally get your way to your seat after putting your ass on like 4 people and your crotch on 6. You know, because you like to put the crotch out there a little more. But you finally get to your fucking seat. There's at least a bag of peanuts there and a little cup with some plastic around it. They come through, they fill up your water more than one fucking time. You get a water, they give you this little fucking shot glass of water that's full of ice, so you get like no water. And you just got to wait for the ice to melt because they fucking never come back to refill it for you. I can't get a water refill? I'm not going to page the broad up at the thing just to bring me some water, but I mean, come on. Come on. If I was getting cocktails, he'd be over there making sure I wanted another one. You know what I mean? Jesus, pay fucking $14 or whatever it was for 2 fucking little mini bottles of fucking Doers, I think is what I got. White label, too. So you couldn't even have, you got to at least have, give me a Johnny Walker up there. Come on. You're going to have a scotch, put Johnny Walker up there. Don't be hose. Or J&B or something. Doers is like my least favorite, but the 12 year is pretty good. Anyway, not to get too crazy on the fucking whiskey, but yeah, mostly legit. You know, this is my biggest bitch with the whole airline thing. You know, I don't really mind what they do. I understand they got their things. It's the people that piss me off in the airport, and it's the fucking restaurants in the airport. So, you know, there's nothing worse than the asshole. Usually some chick with a fucking purse that's the size of a goddamn sports bag, you know, stuff just forcing that thing into the overhead console when you could put it under your seat. And then I got to fucking try to force my bag in and look like an asshole because you had to put your purse in the overhead console. You fucking idiot. That's supposed to go under the seat in front of you, all right? Those carry-on. I have a real carry-on bag. I have my backpack, all right? My backpack is going, it's bigger than your purse, and guess what? It's going under the seat in front of me. So your fucking purse should not be in the overhead compartment. That's all I'm saying. Get your shit together, lady. I wanted to tell her then, but they probably would have fucking tased me and threw me off the plane. You can't even cuss nobody out on an airplane anymore, man. In the fucking airports, though. Oh, Jesus. I landed in Detroit, all right? I've been up since 2 a.m. or 2:30 in the morning, had a 6 o'clock flight, had to drive an hour or something to the airport, get through security in Nashville, yada, yada, yada. I finally get to Chicago, O'Hare. I wait there for a little while. I see these 2 big brothers rolling around on like a little mini Segways. Have you guys seen those? Like like a roller skate Segway. It's like a little mini board with like small wheels on it. And they were just fucking, I see this dude floating like a ghost from down the fucking terminal way. You know what I mean? I can see, and he's just like floating towards me, and I can't really see his feet because there's people. But I just see this dude like, he's either walking incredibly like balanced, like without his head moving at all. He's just fucking floating. And so he gets up, and I see he's got these little Segway thing on. I was like, that is the coolest fucking shit. The dude's like, he's like 6'6" and 6'7", just fucking ripped up. I'm like, this motherfucker plays for the Bears or something. Because he's the only person in here with a fucking little super sweet Segway. and he's a giant black man who looks like he's in like immaculate Adonis-like condition. This and he's got dreads. I was like, this dude is a fucking athlete of some kind. And I wish I would have went up to him and been like, dude, what's up with that Segway? Because he would have been like, oh, that's sweet. And then I could have fucking probed him a little bit more and been like, so who the fuck are you, man? How you get that thing? You rich or something? You fucking play for the Bears? What's up? Can I get autograph? No. Fucking Bears autograph. I'd have him sign it and I'd rip it up in front of him, throw it in his face and say, fucking go Lions, you fucking cocksucker. That's what I'd do to the fucking Bears. Go Lions! Marching down the field for a Lions victory. That's what I'm fucking talking about. And with that, doo-doo, 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 bum 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 bum. It's NFL time, baby. Woo! That's right. That's right. Baseball's almost over, and the preseason has come to a close. Or is coming to a close. I think it's week 4 is already over, right? Right? Is it? I don't know. I think so. Lions go 3-1 in the preseason, and they're looking pretty good. Their defense could be better. Their defensive line, that is. I think their secondary is better than it has been in years. I like their linebacking core, but the D-line is a little sketch right now after losing Farrelly and Sue. You can't expect to be the same run-stopping D, number 2 D in the fucking league like they were last year. So, oh, shit. I hope that they can get that together and not be too porous on the line. Maybe they'll make a move and get somebody in here, a free agent, or make a trade for something. Who knows what they're going to do. Mayhew has been good and bad in the same sentence, so I don't fucking know. But I'm excited about it nonetheless. I'm back in Michigan. I'm gonna go to at least one game. I want to go see the Bears and Lions, but I know that's gonna be fucking pricey. I wouldn't also mind going to like Soldier Field, but I need to go to Ford Field first. I still haven't been to Ford Field. Can you believe that? As big a Lions fan as I am, I have not been to Ford Field. But I'm going this year for sure. I'm not gonna watch no fucking monster truck rally or some fucking shit like that either. No chance. Nothing but a Lions football game will suffice. Nothing but near 50-yard line seats will suffice on the Lions side, or I will take an end zone seat if it's right up against the end zone. I want to be able to see the game. I want to be able to talk. I'll go on the visitor side so I can talk shit to the players. That's no problem with me either. Tickets are a little cheaper over there. But I prefer to be on the Lions side just so I can see my boys down there. Man, what a fucking good time that would be. I can't believe, I mean, I went to the old Silverdome, and I'm pretty sure I saw a Lions game there when I was real young. But I've been to the Big House multiple times. I've been to Comerica. I've been to the Joe. Well, I haven't been to the new Joe that's going to be here soon. I'm fucking excited about that, too. Well, I guess it's going to be called something else, probably the Illich Sports Complex or some shit. But I have not been to Ford Field. And it's a beautiful field. I've been outside of it, obviously, because it's right there by Comerica and that newly revamped downtown sports area, which I got to say is looking goddamn good, Detroit. It's looking goddamn good. And thank God for Mike Illich putting it all together. All right? That's all I know. Illich is a G for getting that shit put together. Even though I think that the city's paying for a lot of it too. But whatever. The amount of business they're going to generate plus the facelift, they can only benefit from it. So it's great to see that happening. But Ford Field, I got to make a visit. I got to go see the Lions. Oh, yeah, you fucks. Guess what? Oh, I'm sure you already heard about it. Old Tom Brady. Guess who's not serving 4 games, you little bitches? That's right. Brady is off the hook. The judge fucking laughed at it. He laughed at the NFL. He laughed at Roger Goodell. He laughed at Jim Irsay. He laughed at the Baltimore Ravens. He said, you're all a bunch of whiny bitches. I'm paraphrasing here. You're all a bunch of whiny bitches who've been getting beat for the last 15 years by the same team, and you can't win no matter what you do, who you bring in. You're a bunch of losers. Get this shit out of my fucking courtroom. That's what he said. Paraphrased. So there you go. How do you like that, boys? Put that in your little Indianapolis Colts pipe and smoke it up. with that 37-point loss staring you in the face, the honest truth of it, looking you right in the fucking eyes right now. How do you like it? Huh? How does it feel? How does it feel to tank a fucking season, get your number one pick, and bitch and complain because you still can't fucking win? Huh? How does it feel to sit Peyton Manning and tank him when he was perfectly healthy? Go fuck yourselves. Anybody who is hating on Brady, I joked about Brady a little bit because I like to joke about things. I bust balls. That's what I do to people I love. I bust their balls. All right? I'll joke on Brady because I'm a fan and I can joke on him. But I never, ever once thought that this was a legitimate punishment or a legitimate accusation from Jump Street. I knew it was horseshit out the gate, and I think anybody who seriously attacked Brady and the Patriots over this and started talking Deflategate spot, you should all be ashamed of yourselves. Go fuck yourselves is what I got to say. Eat shit. Die. You make me very unhappy. I wish you the best, though. I don't really want you to die or to have bad things happen to you. I don't have that power. But I think you should really consider apologizing to the Patriots organization and Tom Brady and me. I'm so hurt by it. Just kidding. Oh, yeah. But go fuck yourselves, guys. Guess what? Tom Brady going to start game 1. He's going to beat your ass. I think we do play the Patriots this year. If we do, Tom Brady's got to lose to the Lions. This might be the Lions' year. Could be. I don't know. Rolling around in that Honolulu blue butter right now, just lathering up. Just lathering my ass cheeks up. All right. Let's take a God-forsaken break for a minute here. Check out this trailer as we are about to embark into the wonderful year of 1989. Coming up next on the Weekly Prick, you fucks.
This is Commissioner Gordon. I want him taken alive. I repeat, any man who opens fire on Jack Napier will answer to me.
I heard the bat got him.
The bat? Oh, man, give me a break, will you?
5 stories straight down.
Hey, shut up, man. Listen to me. There ain't no bat.
Hi. Bruce Wayne.
Are you sure?
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
Every punk in this town is scared stiff. You know what they say? They say he can't be killed. They say he drinks blood.
Terrorizes. Wait till they get a load of me.
Jack.
Jack is dead, my friend. You can call me Joker.
The police have got it wrong. They're looking for one product. The Joker's tainted hundreds of chemicals at the source.
He's been using Brand X. Joker brand. I get a grand again and again.
How'd you like them, huh? They're pretty good, weren't they? I mean, it was. Fuck, I haven't even played the other one yet. Anyway, we're back here to talk about 1989. 1989. As you listeners might know, I've been going back since the year I was born, talking mad shit, all right, about the pop culture that happened in those years. At least things that I think are kind of cool or fucked up or whatever, all right? So this week, since I put it off last week to talk to the Wolfman, and I got to apologize again, we didn't get a two-part series like I said there was going to be with the Wolfman. Some shit happened. Couldn't get the two-parter, but the Wolfman promised he would come back and talk more with me in the future. So if you enjoyed that, let me know, and I'll try to get the Wolfman here sooner rather than later, one way or the other. So yeah, thanks for listening to that too, you guys. I appreciate all the love in Virginia. Holler at your boy. I love you, Virginia, you fucking greasy southern cocksuckers. Chicken fucker. I'm just kidding. 1989. All right, let's start this out here for my boy Slick Nick and my boy Teddy T, because I know they're going to be very upset if I didn't mention this first. The Detroit Pistons sweep the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 4-0. The bad boys of Metro Detroit City, because they're from Auburn Hills, laid the ass whooping of a lifetime on those lovable Lakers. Nobody likes the fucking Lakers other than you LA fucks. And I know there's some of you LA fucks out there. Or Bay Area fucks anyway. Go Niners! Harbaugh's back in Michigan. So guess what? The Niners fans who liked him, gotta like Michigan now. Ain't that right? Anyway. So yeah. Pistons sweep, baby. Bill Laimbeer, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Dennis Rodman, the motherfucking bad boys. Where was Jordan that year, huh? Where was Jordan? At home, washing his tights. Just kidding. It was a good year, though. In the world of sports, also, some other crazy shit went down. Let's talk about athletes who took a swing, let's say. Darryl Strawberry took a swing at his teammate that year, 1989. I think he played for the Mets at the time. Just doing fucking mountains of coke, like he was fucking Al Pacino in Scarface or something. Just doing fucking blow by the kilo. And he fucking came in. Teammate said some shit to him he didn't like, and Strawberry took a fucking swing. You know? He took a swing. I don't even remember what the repercussions were, but I knew it happened. Fucking badass, right? No, Strawberry, settle the fuck down, dude. Pop a lewd and chill the fuck out. Anyway. Also, Mike Tyson won the heavyweight title in 1989, and then months later, assaults a parking lot attendant who asked him to move his car. Now that's the Mike Tyson we all know and remember, right? We don't like this new philosophical tattooed face Mike Tyson. We like the fucking bulldog Mike Tyson that would just eat your heart, right? No, I don't know. I kind of like the funny Mike Tyson now. He's a cool guy. Everybody's a little crazy when they're young, especially if you're the heavyweight champ of the world and you are a guy like Mike Tyson. You might fucking swing on somebody just for saying some shit to you. You know what I mean? Just to like, hey, man, you're kind of in a handicap spot, Mike. I know that you're the world heavyweight champion and all, Mike, but you just got to move your car there. Because if my boss sees me not tell you to move your car, I'm going to lose my job. You're going to lose your job? Kablah! Yes, what happens when you tell me to move my car? Just fucking blow the dude out. But can you blame Iron Mike? He's fucking untouchable back then, right? Sure. Okay, whatever. Troy Aikman was taken first overall by the Dallas Cowgirls. That's right. Which thus began the era of Jimmy Johnson, Troy Aikman, and the era that gave the Cowboys the name America's team, even though most of America hated their fucking guts. Definitely everybody in Buffalo, New York hated their fucking guts. And those guys were doing blow out the ass, man. Everybody was doing blow in 89. I mean, come on. Michael Irvin was doing blow. The whole fucking offensive line was doing blow. Emmitt Smith was shooting blow into his ball sack. You know what I mean? It was fucking crazy back then. Jimmy Johnson was fucking doing butt chugging with fucking dilutions of water and blow. It was just no stopping him. All right? No stopping him. It was a great year. What else happened in 89? Oh, yeah. Them old commie fucks over in USSR. decided to have a free election, the first one ever, and they elected Boris Yeltsin, the first elected president. That was fucking terrible. Yeah, Boris Yeltsin went in office in 89 for the goddamn Ruskies, you know? But it's like, that was a step in the right direction. I'm sure we had some pressure on him. Who else was in there? Mikhail Gorbachev before that or something? I don't fucking know, man. I was 5 years old. What do you want from me? My dad's like, you didn't even live then. You're talking about a bunch of shit that you don't know about. It's like, yeah, well, fuck you. I was still alive. I was alive. I just don't know about it. Oh, yeah, that's the you know how the shit with Iran is getting sorted out now, right? We got the fucking talks with them, right? Well, this is kind of what put Iran at the fucking crazy fucking category back in 89 when the Ayatollah, he put out a $1 to $3 million bounty on Salman Rushdie for the book The Satanic Verses or whatever, which fucking apparently said some shit about Islam in it that he didn't like. But yeah, after you put out a worldwide fucking bounty on a guy who wrote a book and expressed himself in a form of words, you're kind of gonna piss off anybody in the world who isn't extreme radical Muslim. Okay, so that was the beginning of the end for that relationship. You know what I mean? I mean, things have gotten better. You know, the president of Iran wears a suit now, and they don't call him the Ayatollah. He's actually the president. So, yeah, you know, one country gets a little democracy, everybody wants some. So that's how that worked out. Where's the Ayatollah now, huh? Oh, Salman Rushdie's still hanging out, I'm pretty sure. Jeez, I keep looking away because I get fucking sweat in my eyes. It's warm. I'm warm right now. I'm warm. What else fucking happened out there? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, Tiananmen Square. You guys remember that? The fucking one dude in front of the tanks like, no! Yeah, that happened in 89 because people in China were protesting for democratic reform. They were tired of the bullshit going on. And China declared martial law, sent the military out there, and opened fire on over 100,000 protesters. How does that suit you? Thanks, China. They fucking squashed democracy. Oh, but that's America's best friend now. We love China. They're our economic partners. And without China, we wouldn't have anything that we have in our country. All of these cool products would be gone. Think about that shit. Next time you turn on your fucking television, that remote that was made in China, think about the hundreds of thousands of people murdered for wanting democracy in China. Think about that shit. Every time you strap on your Nikes, every time you fucking turn on your Easy Bake Oven and make some fucking pot brownies, you think about China, all right? Think about Tiananmen Square. Think about that one brave motherfucker with the headband on that didn't give a fuck. And think about what the fuck happened to his entire family after he got caught, all right? Just saying. Just saying. Be grateful. You got lucky. Oh, Jesus. On a lighter note, one of my favorite series of all time, when I was growing up, was Tales from the Crypt. And that also debuted in 1989. I've seen a ton of those episodes, and they're all fucking great. I love the Crypt Keeper. I love the sexual tension and violence and horror mixed together. It's great. It's great! So, yeah, if you haven't seen Tales from the Crypt, get off your lazy fucking ass and go out there and fucking rent it, all right? Because it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. What's up there, Velvet? Come here. Got the dog here. What's she doing, girl? Huh? Want to say something? Huh? Oh, she good. Quiet. She's a woman of few words. She probably wants to go outside. You're going to have to wait. I'm doing a podcast here, all right? Forget about it. Forget about it, all Velvet? Forget about it. Yeah, she's a good dog. All right, moving on. Let's talk about movies. Movies. My favorite shit. And again, 1989 killer year for movies. I'm going to run through them real quick here. We got Ghostbusters 2. Not as good as Ghostbusters 1, but still pretty good. Glory. Denzel Washington is a bad motherfucker in that movie. You gotta love Glory, all right? Really, I remember when I saw Glory, it was on a VHS box set, and it was like fucking 8 movies long or some shit. I think I got through a couple of them, and that was it. I can't. No, was that Glory? I think that was Glory. Denzel and Kurt Russell or somebody, maybe? I don't fucking know. Anyway, it came out in 89. You probably saw it. It was probably pretty good. From what I remember, it was. Dead Poet Society. Robin Williams strapping on those acting jeans in a non-comedic role, even though he was kind of comedic in it. It was a great role for him. I think he won some kind of award for that, but if he didn't, he should have. That was a great movie. Oh, Captain, my Captain. A little bit gay, but I'm just kidding. It was great. I love poetry. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Most people wouldn't even know about that if it wasn't for Dead Poet Society. So, yeah. Take that, you put that in your culture pipe and smoke it, you fuck. What else we got? My personal favorite of the year, probably, Christmas Vacation from National Lampoon. And I tell you what, greatest all-time monologue rant of any movie. Clark Griswold. It's great. It's great. I'm not even. I so badly want to just do it right now, but I don't have it on the top of my head. I don't want to fuck it up. Maybe I'll look it up and play it for you guys because that'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Yes. Spike Jonze, Do the Right Thing. Not a blockbuster movie, but a great film. Once again, Spike Jonze. Spike Lee. Oh my God. Spike Jonze is a music video director. He did Belly too. My bad. Spike Lee joint. Unless I said Spike Lee. I don't remember. Spike Lee is who it is, though. You know, the guy that made Get on the Bus and all that. Yeah. He had another one called Do the Right Thing. And that's something worth seeing if you haven't seen that. Hopefully you're not, Kim Davis, because she's never seen Do the Right Thing. You fucking heifer. Moving on. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Field of Dreams. Okay movie. James Earl Jones could have been in it a lot earlier. I gotta say that. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Fucking Rick Moranis. And they killed Auntie in that movie. Remember? Spoiler. The kids get shrunk, and they got the little ant friend that they ride around, and then a fucking scorpion comes in and kills the ant. Now, I don't know about you, but that scorpion seemed to be roughly around the same size as the ant. And I don't think that scorpions are that small. I think the scorpion wouldn't even have cared about the ant. The ant doesn't matter to a scorpion. The ant is still smaller. But it made it look like the scorpion was like out to get the ant. And I don't think that's true. And I got another question. Why the fuck was Auntie alone? Right? There's other ants. Together, those ants could have taken the scorpion. That's my point. But the scorpion should have never even fucking with the ant in the first place. It stabbed it in the head. Like, the stinger itself is about the size of the ant. You know what I mean? In real life. But the scorpion was the same fucking... I don't know. I see your science problems in there, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I see it in your fantastical movie. Born on the 4th of July, which I featured probably one of the best monologues or scenes in that movie on my 4th of July episode with Tom Cruise. He was good. That came out in 89. Roadhouse came out in 89. You sons of bitches. You know Roadhouse. I'm going to play you a trailer for that later. And what else came out? The Abyss, James Cameron, badass underwater movie. Fucking badass. Probably some alien contact and shit. I bet James Cameron's a Scientologist. Because if he's not a Scientologist, then I'm totally off board with Scientology. Because he's like the most... He seems like the guy that's most into that shit. You know what I mean? Like the ocean and space. And the most in tune with that kind of outside of this planet activity. He did Aliens. He did Terminator. You know what I mean? He's very much in that realm. If he is not a Scientologist, I have no faith in Scientology at all. Not that I did before, but now I definitely know. But if James Cameron started a religion called, not so Scientology, I would be in there like swimwear. Okay, what else? License to Kill, James Bond movie. Before, what's-his-fuck took over and ruined him. Pierce Brosnan. Sorry, Pierce. GoldenEye was a great video game, but it was a shit movie. Thank you. And then into the more artsy films. Uncle Buck. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Pet Sematary. Major League. The Burbs. Hear No Evil, See No Evil. With Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. Come on, people. A hilarious movie. A great comedic movie. Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor together were a tandem of black and white. It was like a piano when those two were together. It made beautiful comedic music. They were great together. I always enjoyed those movies. And here's one that might fucking blow your mind a little bit. The first superhero movie pretty much ever put out. Other than maybe Superman, okay? But definitely the first one of these movies put out, The Punisher, came out in 89. Now, I did not know shit about this film, but I feel like I've seen it before. Hold on, let's see here. The Punisher in 89. It was, let's see who's in this motherfucker. Oh, come on. Boom, 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 boom. Is that Dolph Lundgren? Holy fuck. Who plays Frank Castle in this fucking movie? So, it's some no-name. Oh, it is Dolph Lundgren. They dyed Dolph Lundgren's hair black and had him play the Punisher. How did that not become a great film? Keep it quiet, dog. I'm doing stuff. But yeah, Dolph Lundgren and the Punisher. I'm going to go revisit this because I didn't know about it. Even though now that I know it's him, I think I have seen it. But it's been so long that I couldn't remember anything about it. But Dolph Lundgren and the Punisher. Check it out, folks. What else do we got for you here as we try to round this out? Let's look at the music real quick because 89 was like a year where the shit started to change a little bit for music, okay? Albums like Paul's Boutique, including hits of like Shake Your Rump, Eggman, and Hey Ladies, you know, Beastie Boys. That came out in 89. Groundbreaking. Also, Pretty Hate Machine by 9 Inch Nails. Songs like Head Like a Hole, Terrible Lie, also came out in 89. Totally different than anything you had ever heard before that. De La Soul had 3 Feet High and Rising coming out. Songs like The Magic Number, Ghetto Thing. 89, a whole different level of music that had never been touched before. All right? Full Moon Fever, probably one of the best rock albums ever made by Tom Petty, including songs like Running Down a Dream, Free Fallin', I Won't Back Down, which still get crazy airplay today because they're that damn good. 89. Nirvana's album Bleach with like Blue, Paper Cuts, Mr. Mustache. 89. Mother's Milk, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Knock Me Down, Good Time Boys, Higher Ground. This is unbelievable music coming out, which is paving the way out of hair metal and poppy electro rock into grunge and hip-hop and the reemergence of rock and roll for a brief time in the 90s with groups like Soundgarden and I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank, but even Red Hot Chili Peppers is like kind of like a funk rock, you know. And Tom Petty was putting out more like a folky rock, but like good rock and roll, which you just don't really see at all anymore today. Thanks, Nickelback. But yeah, I know that was kind of a quick run through of 89. I'm just kind of anxious to get into the 90s, which are that's my decade. If I had to pick it, were the 90s, because I was like, I turned 6 in 90. All right, so I'm really starting to become more aware of what's really going on out there and what's happening, and all the different types of media that are coming into me at this time are crazy. So I really start to become who I am in this time, and it's songs and albums like the ones I just mentioned, which began that process in 89, because I was very much into the radio, very much into films from a young age. And I've always loved music, and I've always loved any kind of art, pretty much. So these are songs that I'm very familiar with, albums I'm very familiar with, and that have shaped who I am as a person. So I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of 89. I hope you enjoyed this week's Weekly Prick, episode 8. Just me by myself again. Hope you enjoyed last week's episode with the Wolfman. We're going to have him back on some more. I'm going to try to have some other guests coming up for you down the road. Got a lot of shit going on at the moment. I will be out of town next weekend, so expect either a late episode or if I can get one recorded before then, it'll be right on time. Probably Monday or Tuesday. I'm flexible. I feel like people get it when they get it. I'm just going to put it out there, at least an episode a week. I'm trying to do a little bit more here for you in the future. Now that I'm settled in back in Michigan, I should be able to get these little productions that I've been talking about with the 5-minute movies and shit like that all set up for you guys. A little more fun stuff coming as opposed to me just talking shit, which I know some of you do like, but I like to mix it up a little bit just to keep it spicy. So check out this trailer for the fucking whatever I said earlier, Roadhouse or something. Check out a trailer. Check out a song. Check out a fucking Christmas Day rant that I'm going to put in there too. Check all that shit out. Contact me on Twitter at TheRealSkyZoo. That's TheRealSkyTZU, or at TheWeeklyPrick at SkylarWho.com. That's Skylar, SKYLAR, Who.com. Get at me. And let me know what you think, France. I'm coming over there. Tell me what I need to know about Ireland. And if anybody knows about what's going on with these fish in the river, let me know. I'll talk to you guys next time.
Can I buy you guys a drink? Guess not.
Patrick Swayze is
Dalton.
I thought you'd be bigger.
Opinions vary.
When he's around, anything can happen.
How's a guy like you end up a bouncer?
Just lucky, I guess.
And usually does.
If somebody gets in your face, I want you to be nice.
Don't be rude.
Ask him to walk, but be nice.
Help this gentleman to the door.
Until it's time to not be nice.
So says the fighting philosopher.
He may be hard to handle.
I keep talking, you're gonna go off thinking I'm a nice guy.
I know you're not a nice guy.
But he's easy to like.
What's the matter, Dalton? Don't you like women?
Worst I ever had was wonderful.
He's not what you'd expect.
I thought you'd be bigger.
But there's one thing you can count on. He's the best friend a good time ever had.
You guys tired?
Doc, I'll get all the sleep I need and I'm dead.
This is my town. I'm not afraid of him. I guess you'll be having that fire sale now, all right?
You got your hands full, kid.
I just think I'm looking at a dead man.
Patrick Swayze.
For that line of work, I thought you'd be bigger.
Gee, I've never heard that before.
Roadhouse.
Forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of told you. Now you do what they told you. Now you do what they told you. Now you do what they told you. And 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 now you do that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of. Now you do what they told you. And 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 now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. Those who died are justified. But wearing the bag, they get chosen white. You're justified. Those that died, but wearing the bag, they get chosen white. Those who died are justified. But wearing the bag, they get chosen white. You're justified. Those that died, but wearing the bag, they get chosen white. Come on.
Clark, what's wrong? Honey? It's bigger than you expected? Smaller? What is it?
It's a one-year membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
Oh, God.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That it is, Edward. That it is indeed.
I'm sorry, Clark. But...
This isn't the biggest bag over the head punch in the face I ever got. God damn it!
Son.
If any of you are looking for any last-minute gift ideas for me, I have one. I like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight. I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over there in Melody Lane with all the other rich people, and I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood